It's a wig if you're wondering, but maybe that's foreshadowing for something else. We'll see. I absolutely hate the box that TikTok has put me in. I feel like there's no escape out of it. I can't get out of it physically. I've tried and my audience has been like, nope, we put you in that box, that's the kind of content you're gonna deliver to us. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mar, and this video is gonna be a chatty, get ready with me, do my makeup with me video, where we're gonna talk about being put in a box and how annoying it is, and how I hate how social media has turned into the place that it is right now. I'm starting off this makeup look like any of my other makeup looks with tape, just to make sure the lines are extremely straight and perfect. I had to pin back the wig because it was on my face, but I'm gonna be posting this video in the new year, so happy new year to everyone that's watching and subscribed. If you're not subscribed, no happy new year for you. I'm joking. I'm actually joking. Please don't take that seriously. I'm just gonna do a little bit of Urban Decay primer on my eyelids before I start in with the eyeshadow. But yeah, basically like ever since I was a kid, I feel like I've been put into a box, whether it was like a box about my personality, my schooling, the friends that I had, so on. I was just put into labels that everyone else perceived about me, even though they weren't true. For example, my mom has always labeled me as a shy girl when I was a kid, and I was not shy. I was never actually shy. I just didn't like being around the people that they liked being around. I didn't like the neighbors. I didn't really relate to my cousins. I wasn't shy at all. I just didn't want to be around those people, and that is totally fine. But being put into this category of, oh, my daughter is a shy girl, oh, she's always been shy, just made me kind of fit into the box that they had about me and perceiving me as this shy girl, that I took that into my reality. I'm gonna be using this Tarte palette for the majority of the eyeshadow. Even being smart as a kid, like my older brother was genuinely really smart at school, and because of that, and we went to the same school, my parents were like, oh, Mara is also smart, like Mara is as smart as her brother, like she does really well academically. I was not smart. I was really good at art. I was really good at drawing. I had the highest grades in art class. I hated sciences. I hated math. I wasn't good at physics. I hated chemistry. I had to get a tutor for every one of those. Just being put into that label just made the image that they had about me in their head just fit a perspective that they saw for me, and anything that I did other than that perspective was disappointing or not the way that they thought it would be. By the way, I'm taking like the palest shade on a fluffy brush and just like layering this all over my eyelid just to be like the main transition color so that everything flows super nicely with it. Now I'm gonna take like the medium brown shade, the one in the corner over here, the more cool toned looking one, and on the same brush I'm just gonna take it and put it like close to my lash line just to make like a smoky transition effect. And like speaking of, like there's nothing wrong with being a shy girl or a smart kid and like having those labels about you if they were true, but they weren't true about me. It just like made me feel not seen in a way, because while they thought I was really smart and enjoyed like maths and stuff, I was really into like theater and artsy stuff, and no one ever like gave me the attention that I wanted for that kind of stuff, which made me feel super sad inside. Kind of have an idea where I want this makeup look to go, but I'm leaning towards something like more neutral but like sparkly, a little bit smoky. I want to keep it a little bit more simple. If you're here from TikTok and if you're following me from TikTok, I love you guys, but we're gonna get into the topic of why TikTok is really annoying for me right now in a bit. I'm gonna take this black Annabelle eyeliner, and you can use any like pencil eyeliner that you have, and I'm gonna just like smudge it across like my lash line, but it doesn't have to be neat because we're gonna use like a smudger brush to blend it in. In a way, like being put into labels and being put into boxes that other people perceive of me, I feel like turned me into a people pleaser. I'm just gonna go over it with a clean fluffy brush just to make sure that it's blended so nicely into the brown that we put before it. I tend to remove the tapes to do a little bit of the face before we get back into the eyes. Speaking of the point of turning into a people pleaser with again being put into boxes, I feel like my friends do this unintentionally and I love them so much. But like, for example, you know how I'm like super into tattoos, specifically thick black line tattoos, like black work, like a lot of like, stuff that I have, it's all like super thick black work. One of my closest friends back in Vancouver asked me to go get tattoos with her, and I'm always gonna be down for tattoos. I'm not gonna say no to getting tattoos. I fucking love tattoos. Like I live for them. So I went with her, and I know that she was gonna get something super like fine line and dainty and small, and like she booked the appointment because she's the one that wanted to get it. So I went for fun, and then I ended up getting a tattoo with her. They're not matching, by the way. And this is the tattoo I ended up getting. It's like this little like plant monstera, and it's fine line. It's super thin compared to everything else I have. Now that I look at it, I'm like, it's kind of ugly, but like I'm never gonna laser off any of my tattoos because every single one of my tattoos is a memory. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion under my foundation. I love this stuff so much, you guys. But yeah, so basically like she had this perception in her head that, oh, like Mar likes fine line dainty tattoos like I do because she liked them, so she put me into that box with her because we're friends, even though I never once in my entire life said that I liked fine line tattoos. And like from looking at me and seeing my other tattoos that I personally chose, like would kind of tell that I wouldn't be the kind of person that would go for fine line tattoos. So looking back at that, I feel like I should have said no in that situation and just tagged along for her to get her tattoo and not got anything myself. I've had this situation like in so many like different variations with other friends as well. Like for example, one of my friends had this like cute blazer dress. I don't wear blazer dresses. I think they're cute on other people, but I don't think they're cute on me. And she kept being like, oh, you should try it on, we should take photos together. Like she's an influencer like me, so like we would always like do shoots together and that kind of stuff. I was like, okay, I'll try it on for her. Again, not my style. I should have said no then and there, but in her mind she was like, oh, I like blazer dresses, so Mar likes blazer dresses. So she had perceived me in that box in her head that we liked similar things because we were friends again. I know it kind of sounds like I'm going on a tangent about this like friends putting me in boxes thing, but it ties into my childhood and being put in a box, like whether it was my parents or my friends or colleagues. People are always putting me into a box, labeling, putting me down into a niche, which now takes us into TikTok. So my first ever viral video on TikTok was a makeup transition video of myself doing a blue eyeliner makeup look, and it blew up so much that people wanted to see more creative looks from me, more colorful stuff. They didn't want me to do like basic makeup. They just were literally interested in seeing bright like blue eyeshadow looks or bright orange eyeshadow looks. I have a bright yellow eyeshadow look that's viral too. Like anything to do with color and bold eye makeup. So now I got put into this box on TikTok of being the girl that does the colorful bright like eye makeup look, and I've been tagged in a bunch of like comments and stuff being like, oh, this is the girl that does like the makeup looks for like brown eyes that are like colorful and stuff. So I felt like I had to stick to that niche and only literally ever record and film stuff to do with like bright and colorful makeup, when in reality I never do my makeup like this. I usually wear very basic makeup when I leave the house, and I'm the type of person that I would literally leave the house, go to the grocery store without any makeup on, with my hair literally in a bun, a messy bun. Even like I would leave the house with my bonnet sometimes. Like I really don't care how people perceive me in public. I'm not put together. I'm not the type of person that's always put together. That's just not who I am. It just doesn't really fit in with my lifestyle. My lifestyle is a lot more messier, which takes us to the point that I don't even wear makeup on a daily basis. So having to do these like elaborate, creative, crazy, colorful, bold makeup looks on TikTok every single time to please my audience just made me feel so limited, so like put into a box that I can't escape from. So every time I like started recording content for TikTok where I'm like doing makeup that I would actually wear on a daily basis, or makeup that's like more neutral and tame, stuff that I would genuinely exit the house wearing, it would flop. People would not want to watch it because it's not a colorful, bright, bold makeup look. It like sucked the creativity out of me, and I didn't want to post content anymore. I literally just simply post content right now to keep up with brand deals and like stuff that I owe brands and that kind of stuff. Like it's not me wanting to put content on TikTok because I want to. It's like it almost feels like a chore, like a job that I have to do at this point. By the way, I absolutely love this product for cream contour. It's by the brand Wake, and this is in the shade Baked. I'll show you right now. It literally like blends like butter, and it's like kind of sheer, so it's like buildable and like really easy to work with. Look, like it's giving like a nice glowy like finish. At at the same time, like, it's also like very sheer in person. I feel like the camera is literally not doing it any justice. But you'll see when I blend it, it literally like blends so easily, blends like butter. Honestly, one of my favorite like products. I don't know if this brand is like big or not. I feel like that I've seen them like sell on Revolve before. I'll have to dig deeper into that, but they sent me a PR box one day with like this and a few other products, and I literally loved everything that they sent. But you see what I'm talking about? It blended so smoothly and it looks so natural. I'm gonna set my under eyes with my favorite Charlotte Tilbury powder, and I usually use the shade number 2 medium. I hope they come out with more shades of this in the new year, because I think I need something in between light and medium for my under eyes. I do love how this color looks, but it does kind of take away from the brightening effect. I'm gonna take the Tarte palette again and the little pencil brush, and taking the same brown shadow that we used on the eyelid, I'm gonna drag this underneath my lower lash line. Give the eye like more of a smoky effect. By the way, there's a quote I want to share with you guys that I really like, and it says basically, stop trying to find yourself and start creating yourself, which is kind of what I want to do in 2025. I feel like this is going to be my new life motto, because I am gonna stop trying to find myself, like especially with like what other like view of me and perceive of me. I'm gonna start creating myself, changing myself in a way where I feel like me again. I bought this because of TikTok. This is the Sachu lip stain, and this is in the color number 3, which is Pea Inked. I've never tried these before, but I always saw people like do their lip liner with this and it stays on all day, so I want to give it a go. I feel like I should try this off camera just in case I mess it up, but I'll show you guys. Ooh, the color looks really bright. Hopefully it's not this bright on the lips. Okay, upper lip is done. I feel like I did a really good job. It's not looking too terrible. I feel like that was definitely not hard to do. Okay, the lower lip is definitely a lot harder to do than the upper lip. I also usually overdraw my lips, and I feel like it's really hard to overdraw my lips with this. Like, it's not really giving in with the shape that I wanted to go for, so we'll see how it looks like when it's dry. While this dries, we're gonna continue the eyebrows, and this is the Urban Decay Big Bush. I really like this eyebrow gel because it makes my brows very like fluffy, and I do like to use a lighter color on my eyebrows just to make my face look a little bit more softer. Another goal of mine this year is to start consuming less content and creating more without consuming. So basically scrolling on my feed way less than I used to, literally scrolling on Instagram, TikTok, all of it way less, and start creating more. And like by creating more, I don't necessarily want to limit myself to creating just content for like my influencer like side gig or like my YouTube channel and that kind of stuff. I also want to like create more in terms of like painting again, doing like art projects, doing more activities. I really want to learn how to figure skate. That's something that I really want to do in the new year, and I feel like that like also falls into the part of like creating more, because like I'm creating like a new talent for myself. I did my eyeliner off camera real quick, and I took off the lip stain. I feel like it definitely worked, but I don't know if I like this color. I want to take some of this Fenty Diamond Mob on a fluffy brush. This stuff is so glittery, shimmery, and pretty. And then I'm gonna just literally brush it over the center of my eyelid just to add a little bit of sparkle to the eye makeup look. I also did my beauty marks off camera. I usually use the Salty Face Freckle tool to do my beauty marks. So stuff happened that I did off camera. I just used this Essence mascara on my lashes. I've been loving this mascara lately. A switch up from my regular Lancome mascara. If you know, you know. And then I lined my lips a little bit with this Buxom lip liner just because it's more of a neutral brownish color. It kind of gives my lips a better definition than that bright pink lip stain that I used from Sachu. And then I used this liquid lipstick that is in a glossy formula from Urban Decay in the color Text M, and I put this all over my lids. I love this so much because it's glossy, but it's a liquid lipstick, and I've never seen anything like this before. Now I'm gonna be taking in Miss Fenty Beauty. This is my favorite powder bronzer on a fluffy brush, and just putting it where I did the cream contour. Another thing that I want to start focusing on as well with my content is just introducing a little bit more fitness content, because I am a runner. I love running. I got into running at the end of last year and I've been enjoying it ever since. Running literally makes me so happy and I want to post more about that. And I feel like it's so different than my usual beauty related content, and it's gonna be hard for my audience to accept that yes, I post beauty and fitness, so deal with it. I'm gonna stick on some fake eyelashes. I'm gonna do half lashes, the one that I got from Amazon, and I'll link them down in my description box below. By the way, I have an Amazon storefront that I have a lot of products on if you guys are interested in seeing what else I use from there, so I'll link everything down in the description. On the lashes, by the way, they're from Kiss. I'll again put them in the description box down below. And I feel like the look is lacking something because I don't have any blush on, so I'm gonna use this blush from Iconic London, and this is a very subtle blush just to add a little bit more color to my face. Curious to know if any of you guys have like something similar to me, being put into labels, a box, where you feel like you're restricted. If you do have experiences with that, let me know in the comment boxes down below. The comment section down below. I don't know where comment box came from. I feel like I've been talking so much about being in a box that everything's turning into box. I think we're actually done now. What do you guys think of this look? I absolutely love how kind of like glowy but kind of matte it is. There's just this in between that just makes it look so good. And yeah, again, you can find me guys on my other social channels. I'm on TikTok and Instagram, heya.itsmar, same username on all of my channels. And like this video if you liked it. If you like the more chatty content, also please let me know, because I'm still new to figuring out what you guys like on YouTube, and I really want to deliver stuff that you guys like, even if it puts me into a box, because you guys are a lot more special to me than any of my other social media fans. Let's take that back. I actually view all of you as equals. Nonetheless, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. If you're new here, make sure that you turn on that notification button so that you don't miss any of my uploads. By the way, I upload every other Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!